Hey guys, it's Cece, and the Holiday BooktubeAthon has now officially begun because it is midnight, and that makes it the 29th. So, before we even begin, I have a couple of pieces of semi-bad news. If you watched my TBR, you know that one of the things that I had to do before I started reading anything for the Holiday BooktubeAthon was that I had to finish reading More Than This by Patrick Ness. This one, I had to finish that before Holiday BooktubeAthon started. So, I have not finished this. I have about 100 pages of it left, which I can finish. I can finish tonight, and that's fine, but it means that I'm starting out scary for the Holiday BooktubeAthon. The other piece of scary news is that I just did the math on how many pages a day I'm going to have to read for this readathon if I want to get to the books I want to get to, and I'm going to have to read about 300 pages a day. So it's possible I'm only going to read one volume of Saga and not two, because that will help that number significantly. But yeah, we're not starting out strong, which is not the way you want to start a readathon, but it is officially midnight, and I have some time now, obviously, because it's midnight, and I don't go to sleep at midnight when I'm not, having to wake up early for school, so I'm gonna settle in, I'm gonna finish More Than This, and then I'm going to start Blink before I go to sleep. Those are the rules that I have set for myself. So, wish me luck as far as that goes. Okay, so I finally finished More Than This last night, and it took longer than I expected, but I did finish it, and it isn't part of this readathon, but just in case you were wondering, I did really, really like More Than This. I thought it was good, although I didn't really love the ending. I loved everything, like, so much, except the ending. Because I'm a person who needs some questions answered, and it does not answer your questions. But I have now started reading Blink. I got not even that far in last night. I think I got to like page 6 last night, and I was already so disgusted with the level of Islamophobia, with the level of misrepresentation of Muslim women, that I couldn't keep reading. I've gotten a little farther now, but I'm worried about how hard it's going to be to push myself through this book, because I've said that I have to finish my books if I want to check them off of my top 16 to read in 2016 list. I have to have read them in full. And so I can't DNF this, despite the fact that I read 6 pages and I knew that I'm going to absolutely hate this book, and that I'm really, really mad about it. So I think I'm going to try to skim read a lot of this, and I'm going to jump back into it now, but I'm really not liking this book, which is not a great way to start out the readathon, so I'm going to try to get through a ton of this today, hopefully, so that I can switch over to something else maybe later, get some decent reading in today. I haven't decided yet, but that's where I am. I should also film my least favorites of the year video today, but I'm not feeling it right now. Possibly because I know this should be on there, and it was not originally on my list, but I feel like I should make a place for it. I don't know. I guess I gotta read now. I really don't want to read now, though, because this is really bad. So I had to take a break earlier from reading Blink because it's terrible and it makes me want to cry. But I took a break and I read Saga Volume 3 instead, and Saga's just so good. I don't know why I go so long between reading volumes, because Saga is so good. It was well written, it was fast paced. I love how we're getting to know each of the characters so much better. I'm in my laundry room because my room is sub-zero and my feet are freezing, like actually freezing, and I know I have a thing in here that I can warm up and put at the foot of my bed, so I'm looking for that. But it's midnight, so I guess it's day 2 officially now. If I don't read Saga Volume 4, then I'm totally fine with my page count. I'm on track and I'm fine, so I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna read a bit more of Blink, force myself hopefully through a decent amount more. I'm skimming a lot, but that's the goal for tonight. And yeah, I think I just saw it at the bottom here. And I'm gonna go warm this up so I can put it at the bottom of my bed so that my feet won't be cold anymore. in today, so I would just like to apologize for that. It's because I've been incredibly busy, and so I haven't really done any reading. Last night, I read about 40 pages more of Blink before I went to sleep, so, I mean, I have a lot more to read today, but I'm mostly okay. The problem is I have to film my least favorite books of the year and my favorite books of the year video today so that I can edit them and set them to upload for the next couple of days. And that's gonna take me a little bit of time, especially because I haven't actually made my favorite books of the year list. I've made my least favorites of the year list, but I have not made my favorites list. So I can't film right now because my aunt and my mom are downstairs. We've been repainting this room and they're hanging up pictures and it's very loud and everything. But I think I'm gonna work on making my favorite books of the year list so that I'm like at least prepared to film and I can get all my books together and everything. Maybe I'll even clean up my room. That'd be a good use of my time. But I'm just worried about how much time I'm gonna have to read because also tomorrow I'm not staying here for New Year's Eve. I'm going over to a couple of friends' house and I'm gonna be there for New Year's Eve. So it just means I have a lot of reading to do. But what else is new? This always happens when I do readathons. So yeah, I'm gonna go work on those lists and everything. Yeah, and hopefully I will check in more. This is only a 3-day readathon. I've got to remember to, like, check in on occasion.
Come here. We've already missed 5, if not 6 trains. To miss any more might expose us to comment on the platform.
So I still haven't read that much more today. Which, I can see how that would be a problem, considering it's now officially day 3. And actually, we've already gone a fair bit into when I would usually read on day 3, since it's around 1... It's after 1 in the morning. But the thing is, I took some much needed time and I went over and I saw my aunt and me and my sister watched funny movies with her and that was really fun. And then it took me a really long time to edit my least favorite books video, but I'm okay with it because I really like how it came out. And then also, I got really mad at a reviewer on Goodreads for numerous things, and I've had problems with her reviews of stuff in the past, but basically it came down to her saying that If I Was Your Girl is not a realistic portrayal of trans identity because it was too happy and it was just wish fulfillment. And I got really mad. And so I had to calm down from that for a while. I did leave a comment and I tried to be calm because I never attack people on the internet. I don't like starting fights on the internet because I think it can be fairly pointless and I don't think anything comes across well when you're just getting angry at someone on the internet. But I'm deeply frustrated, and calling trans stories unrealistic because they're happy is absurd because there can be happy trans people. But just in general, the problem with a lot of straight reviewers reviewing queer books tend to say that happy stories are unrealistic, and it just got me fired up, and I couldn't handle reading anymore, especially of this book that I'm reading right now, which is so phobic and nasty, and so, you know what, I didn't read, and if I don't finish this readathon, I'm gonna be okay with it, because maybe I'm just not in the right mindset to read right now, and that's okay, and I just need to accept that. So I'm gonna go try to read a bunch of Blink. I'm skimming pretty hardcore at this point, and I'm going over to a friend's house tomorrow, but I'm gonna go try to skim some more, but I'm not gonna put as much pressure on myself because I just need to stop putting so much pressure on myself to finish this readathon. It's something I wanted to do, but as long as I finish Blink, I've finished all my goals for this year, and it doesn't matter. It's all up to how I'm basing my success, so yeah, I'm gonna go read and go to bed now. Night. Okay, so this ultra attractive lighting is because, oh man, I just scared myself with my own reflection in the window. This is going great. The terrible lighting is because I'm in the car and it's already nighttime. I woke up this morning and I pushed myself mostly through skimming to finally finish reading Blink, which was just terrible from beginning to end as I expected. I gave it one star for incredibly offensive. That's generally what my 1-star ratings mean. And then today, I haven't even had time to start Hannah Hart's book. I haven't had time to start buffering, which is unfortunate, but the reason I'm in the car is because I just drove about an hour away to where my friends live because I am staying with them for New Year's and the day after that, so I don't think I'm going to be even able to start buffering. Maybe I'll get a little bit in, but not before the new year, which means I have technically failed Holiday BooktubeAthon, but as I said in my last check-in, I'm kind of okay with that. I didn't need to push myself. Last year I pushed myself and got sick, and maybe this much reading, like, rush at the end of the year when I'm home just isn't the kind of reading that works for me. And I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna go in and see my friends now and maybe do some New Year's stuff. This afternoon I filmed my favorites video and I went to Starbucks, sat in there for a while and edited it while I had a drink. So that's set to go. I just need to export it and then set it to upload for tomorrow morning. I have my least favorites up all day. I'm getting really good responses on that, so I'm feeling pretty good about the end of this year. It's the last day and I'm okay with what I've gotten accomplished, so I'm gonna go have fun now. Okay. I'll let you know what happens in the end if I end up reading anything, so yeah. Oh, lady, look, look. Oh. No. Ah! So Holiday BooktubeAthon is officially over, so I guess I should do some kind of wrap up. I think you guys were getting the fact that I was not going to succeed, so yeah, I hope you at least enjoyed watching me do life and attempt to read at the end of the year, because you know, that's what this was. As a quick recap, in case you haven't been paying attention for the last 10 minutes, I did start the week out by trying to read Blink by Ted Dekker, which I wound up finishing and gave 1 star because it is really, really offensive and bad. Mainly because this is a Christian author, and the problem was that the entire point of this book was that the main white character, who was a man, was a genius, and he was using his newfound ability to tell the future as a way to prove to the Muslim woman that he knows that her religion is incorrect. That's the entire plot of this book, and that sits really, really uncomfortably with me. So 1 star to this one. And then of course I read Saga Volume 3, which I really, really enjoyed, as I have enjoyed all of the other volumes of Saga. I think that they have all been fantastic up to this point. Sad I didn't get to read Volume 4, but glad that I got to Volume 3 because I think this had some character arcs that I loved. And then I was right, I did not get to start buffering before the new year began. I didn't start reading this until January 1st. I have started reading it now. I'm not quite halfway through, and I'm really liking it now, but it did not happen during Holiday BooktubeAthon, and therefore this does not count, and I didn't succeed technically. However, I'm totally fine with that, and I'm proud of the reading I got done, and I'm glad that I accomplished the things that I needed to in order to check off all of my 2016 goals for the year, so that's very good at least. I hope that you all had a great Holiday BooktubeAthon if you participated, and if not, I hope that you enjoyed the end of your reading year and the end of 2016 in general. I hope 2017 is great for you. I hope it's great for me too. Anyway, hope you liked watching this vlog, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!